Yeah, look, at the end of the day, it's the selector's responsibility to select the team, and that's their job, and they've done it well in the past. And they've picked Joe for the first couple of tests, and he did well in his first test. But now it's a tough decision for the selectors, and it's in their hands. And all I can do is concentrate on what I have to do. And as I said in my column today, it's about me focusing on what I got to do, and the person that does either replace Joe or doesn't replace him, they know what they've got to do. The way he started, obviously the first test against New Zealand was fantastic. He's been working a lot in the nets, working really hard to try and get his game back to where he was that first 2 innings. Batting together has been fantastic. But at the end of the day, that's the nature of the game. And if you're not scoring as many runs as the selectors like, they will or won't pick you. So as I said, it's the tough job that the selectors have. It's not up to me to give you an opinion of who I think should be replacing someone or if Joe should stay there. My job is to concentrate on what I have to do and then let the selectors pick the team, and then I go out there and bat with whoever's at the other end. Time where the batters have to keep scoring runs, and if you don't, you will or you won't get selected. And we've seen our bowling stocks. We've had a few injuries, a few retirees. We've seen the bowlers come in and out as well. So at the end of the day, as I think Usman said the other day, we're all mates, and either way, you're going to either replace your mate or your mate's going to be there, and you're going to try and have to knock his position off. But at the end of the day, we all wish everyone the best, and we're here to play to win. It's not we go out there and hope our mate doesn't score runs so I can get into the team. It's about backing each other and backing each other's strengths to get across the line for Australia. I'm pretty sure he's fit. He's one of those type of people that can get through anything. He just said he can probably get through every game this summer and the rest of the year, which is a positive thing. And I think every player will say that. I think Mitchell Starc's a perfect example. He probably could have bowled in a moon boot if he had to. But look, at the end of the day, I think he's going well and as well as he can, and he'll get through every game that he can play. At the end of the day, as I've said, we've got plenty of bowlers around the country that can come in if the selectors feel that someone needs a rest or missing out. And I don't think that rest option is there anymore. So it's a fantastic reward as well for Bolo as well, because he's been bowling fantastic. Obviously he's been playing the Big Bash as well, which is great for him, and it gives him a little bit of a sniff there to keep working harder and striving for that baggy green. I've played one first-class game against him in a couple of one-days. I think he's a great bowler. He's one of those bowlers that I think Steve can use him as probably our pace bowler. He can get up and in the rib cage. I've seen him do that in the Shield stuff, which is exciting. It excites me because I get to face him in the nets today as well to see what he's actually how he's actually worked on his game since I last played him. Played Big Bash the last 2 years, so it's been great for me to actually not play, because I think for me it's about rest and getting my body right. But I think if we look back to the Ashes series that I did play during that season, I played a Big Bash game, came out in the second over. I tried to hit one out the park, which sometimes I generally try and do, but in that mind frame that I was in 2020 mode, and I felt that really hindered my preparation, and I didn't want to have that again, and that's generally the reason why I'm not playing Big Bash. I'm not here to sit and tell everyone that that's what they should do. Everyone has their own way of preparing for games, and they like to play the Big Bash. I would love to play the Big Bash, but for me, as I said, it's about getting preparation right to deliver out here on Boxing Day. For me and the rest of the boys, we've got a big job at hand. Our goal is to be number one in all three formats. We know we've got a big test series here and then against New Zealand to achieve number one status. Things have to go and play in our hand as well with South Africa in the England series. But personally, it's about getting my body right and making sure that I'm doing everything I can possibly on and off the field to get my body ready for the next few years. We do have a lot of improvements within our games. That's certainly batting and bowling. Biggest thing for us is partnerships and not losing wickets in clumps as a batting unit. We've spoken about that the last sort of 12 to 18 months. That's something that we really need to work on harder and adapt to all the conditions that we face, whether it's here or away. And the same as the bowlers, it's hitting their line and lengths early with the new ball. And then when the ball gets older, it's about bowling in partnerships as well, which is back-to-back maidens. And that's something that we've really got to focus on driving, and moving forward for the next 12 to 18 months. Because once you get to number one, it's about staying there. And I think that's something where South Africa has done very, very well in the last sort of 2 years. And they set the benchmark in world cricket.